So today we are going to see some of the pitfalls of applying the filters and the sorting to our workspace in the sheets, and how we, if we have some multiple working areas on the same sheet, we might create some confusion. So we will see this in a moment. So supposedly that, if you remember in the previous two videos, you will find the links on the top. We were working on the filters and on the sorting, and here we applied a filter using a function and we had the result only here, and here we applied sorting. It's also doing a function through a function, and we had all our data sorted outside of the working area to keep our working area intact, which is very important for us. So supposedly that now I need to make some filter to the working area itself. Now I had applied filter here. So for example, if I had selected the production, if I need to apply filter here on the production temperature, for example, I will take out just the 101 degree temperature, and I say okay. You can see now that some rows had already disappeared because they include the 101, which I had deselected from the data in this column specifically. You can, if you come here, you can find that 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 7, 5 and 6 are removed already. And then if you go down here, it's 12 and 13 are removed also, because that's including the 101 temperature, which I had deselected. But the problem is that if you come here to the filters that I had made on the side, you can find that the filter is still working, but some of its columns had already disappeared, and the filter, the change I had made here, is not applied here because it's applied only on the raw data. So it's still the 101 is coming here. So take care that applying the filters on one area of the sheet and having data on another area of the sheet will hide some of the rows of the data. So this will create some confusion. So I hope that you don't fall in this problem. Okay, and then I will go return back. Okay, then I have my data back. So what we can do, simply we can create another sheet, for example, and in the new sheet we can add our filter. For example, I will add the same formula for the filter here, so equal filter. But how the data is coming to the new sheet, it's not in the same sheet. When I'm coming to selecting the range, and while the range is opening, that's so we can see here in this lecture how to work on different sheets, so to get data from a different sheet. Now I go to the sheet which includes the data, and I click on it. You can find that your formula is still open from the other sheet. Take care here, it's still, this formula is coming from sheet 3, okay, and in cell A1. So what you would like here, first you need to select the range where you are going to make the filter. So I will select this range, for example. Okay, and then the next will be the range according to which it will filter. So I will select this range, for example. Okay, and then I need to select that it is bigger than whatever, if it's bigger than 100. Okay, and then enter. Okay, because the number of the columns is different. That's what if you remember that we had this problem. So I need to select here starting from D3, and then I press. Now I had all my data. If you remember that the area that you select, this is very important. The area that you select for the filter should be exactly matching the area of the data. The number of the rows should be matching between the rows. And like this, I had already generated my filter on another area, and I had already selected that the temperature. So I had selected this one. This one should be the E column. Okay, now I had taken out any temperature under the 100. Okay, now you can see the theme of the data. One thing you need to take care. For example, if I need to change this data in here, I write here A, for example, and I press enter. So you find that all the data had gone. Why? Because now we had written some data in cell D10. If he applies the formula, he will override the data. He sees that there is a priority for the data that you put with your hand. So that's why he cannot apply the formula here, because it will override the data that you had placed. So if I delete it, it will return again the data. Another thing, for example, if you see here on Monday, 20th of February 2030, the product was units was 1100. If I return back here and I come to this data, return to this data and make here 1440 and press enter, you can see that if you turn back, that it is automatically updated. It is automatically updated. The same idea is applied while the sorting, but take care of the sorting, that we're applying the sorting in this way. You will lose the header column, that you need to take it separately without you with copy. Okay, now another thing, that instead maybe of making a filter and passing by a filter, maybe for example I need to take all the sheet data for all my range of data, for example. So I put here equal, for example, to select the data not from here. I need to select the data from my sheet, so which is having the data. So I will come here and I will select my whole range of data from here. We will learn another very nice function, and I press enter. So here it will say that it's not an array. So making the equal directly, it couldn't convert the data that you are having to an array, even if you selected equal range of cells from here, because this is one of the tricks that we make in the Excel. Here we need to apply one function that converts my data into an array and then can put it in the cells and rows in this new sheet. So I apply here array formula, and then I press enter. Then you find that your data, that's all your data copied here. So that's one of the functions, or that's one of the array formula can convert all your data into an array and then can paste it in your new sheet. So that's one of the tricks. So now we heard about the array formula. Okay, I hope you had nice information now with the array formula and the pitfalls of using the filters or different working areas. Now you have the data here. It will be reflected automatically. Any modification in the original data will be reflected here, and here you can simply apply any filters you like. For example, if I selected this range and then I need to apply the filter, so data, create a filter, you have all the options of the filter. You can make sorting, you can make whatever you like. See you in the coming lectures. You can join our trainings on the sheets for more insights, for more details, from working with Apps script. You can find it in the links in the description box. Also, you can ask our services on Fiverr. If you have some problem with the sheets, we can solve all your problems. See you in the coming video. Share the information, like, join, subscribe.